Hello children, welcome back to your science class. And children, in today's class, again I will continue chapter 6, solids, liquids and gases. And in this video, I am going to discuss about air. Children, you all know air is around us everywhere. It is present everywhere, but we cannot see it. We can only feel it. Air is a substance that has weight and occupies space. And children, you know air is not a single gas. It is a mixture of many gases. And the earth is surrounded by a thick layer of air. It is just like an ocean of air. So, the layer of air that surrounds the planet Earth is called the atmosphere of the Earth. As I have told you, air is not a single gas. It is the mixture of many gases. Air contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.03% carbon dioxide, and some amount of other gases. Air also contains some amount of water vapor and dust particles. But the amount of water vapor and dust particle is not same everywhere. It varies from place to place, means it keep on changing from place to place. So this picture is showing the composition of air. Children, this picture is showing the pie chart. Here you can see the 78 to 79% is nitrogen, 20 to 21% is representing oxygen, and the remaining 1%, which include carbon dioxide and a small portion of other gases like argon and water vapor. So let's learn more about air through an activity. So the activity is to show that air is needed for burning and to show that air contains about 21% oxygen. So for doing this activity, children, you need a measuring jar, a candle, a matchbox, a saucer, or even in place of saucer, you can use a plate and some amount of water. You have to take a saucer and you have to keep it on table. Now set carefully a candle on the saucer, means take a candle and carefully set it on the saucer kept on a table. Now pour some water in the saucer and light the candle as it is showing in the first picture. Now cover the candle with the measuring glass. Children, you will observe the candle gets extinguished after some time. As you cover the candle, you find that candle stop burning after some time. And the second observation will be that the water from the saucer rises up into the jar, about 1/5 of the jar. So children, it happens because in first observation, as you found that a candle gets extinguished after some time, this is because that when we cover the candle with the measuring glass, the candle stop getting the air. So candle gets extinguished after some time. So this shows that air is needed for burning. In second observation, you find as the candle stop burning, the water from the saucer or the plate enters into the jar and it rises into the jar. You find it is about 1/5 of the jar. It is because of the reason that oxygen present in the air is used for burning, so the remaining space left is used by the water. And as you know that 21% oxygen is present in the air, so we find that only 1/5 of the jar the water rises up. So children, this activities shows that air is needed for burning and air contains about 21% oxygen. Now let's discuss some properties of air. As air is a matter, it also occupies space. Air is essential for burning. Third, air exerts pressure. And fourth, air has weight. So let's learn the properties of air through two activities. First is to show that air occupies space. For doing this experiment, you need a bucket full of water and a plastic mug. Let's learn how to do this. So children, firstly hold the mug upside down over the water in a bucket as it is showing in the picture. Now try to push it straight down into the water and observe whether the water enters the mug or not. Now tilt the mug slightly and observe if water gets inside the mug. So now you have to slightly tilt the mug and then push it down into the water. Then observe if water gets inside the mug. So children, you will observe in first case, when you push the mug upside straight down, no water is able to enter because the mug is filled with air. So there is no space left to enter the water. But as you tilt the mug slightly, the bubbles of air escape from the mug and then the mug have space in them and the water fills the space inside the mug. So children, this activity shows that air occupies space. Another activity is to show that air has weight. Children, for doing this activity, you need two balloons of same size, a ruler, or even you can use a stick. You need some string and you need a needle or a pin. First of all, inflate both the balloons of same size. Means fill the air in both the balloons equally of same size. Now tie the mouths of the balloon using the thread or strings. Now take ruler and tie a string in the center of ruler and hang it from a support. Now third, you have to tie both the balloons at each end of the ruler so that the ruler is in straight position as it is showing in this picture. See, this picture is showing in the center of the ruler a string is tied that is hanged from a support, and at each end of the ruler you have to hang the balloons filled with air and it should be of same size. Now break one balloon with the needle or a pin as it is showing in this picture. So children, you will observe that in first case both the balloons were filled with air, so the ruler was in a straight position. But as you pricked one of the balloon burst and the air filled inside it and come out. So the end of the ruler with the inflated balloons, mean the end of the ruler which have the balloon filled with air, it comes down and the pricked balloon goes up. This shows that the air has weight. So this is all for today. Thank you, children.